friends, welcome back to my channel. Sas here. I'm here just doing a quick, fun video about our favorite reality show. Yes, love after lockup, life after lockup, whatever. So I put a poll on my community wall about whom is the top couples of love after lockup. Who brought the drama? Y'all didn't disappoint. You all did not disappoint. You all just, y'all just show up and show out. This is why I appreciate you all. The sisters. So let's talk about the top couples that brought the drama of love after lockup. Now listen, it has been a whole lot of couples that have come through the years of love after lockup, life after lockup. So I can't be sitting here all day, all night talking about them. So I'm just going to pick a few. Now some things that I remember about the drama is a little fuzzy. So I'm going to need for y'all to help me in the comments. I know y'all remember. I think I remember the gist of their, volatile arguments. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Quaylin and Chevelle. Oh, how can we forget these two? Now, they have come across some, sad news. Their apartment caught fire, but everyone is safe and everyone is okay. But that's a good thing. They're still together, apparently. Good for them. But let's talk about when they were on the show, just causing all kinds of strife and just showing up and showing out and cutting the shine. Let's talk about that. So we have Quaylin, who had gotten out of prison, and he had Chevelle, and Chevelle got Quaylin calling that little, have the daughter call Quaylin daddy, and they went back and forth, back and forth. She bought him a car. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when Chevelle bought Quaylin a vehicle? Even though he didn't have no license, no job, no type of responsibilities, but she bought him a vehicle. And you remember the cousin? He wasn't too fond of Quaylin. And then we have the episode, the scene of all scenes, when Quaylin was messaging some other girl. So Chevelle, honey, she went off. Now this was the scene of all scenes, honey. Chevelle walked out of that apartment / house. We couldn't even figure out where they was filming from, because remember, it was like started at the house and then she ended up at an apartment, and then it seemed like she was in a different neighborhood. It was very strange. Obviously, editing. So, we see Chevelle come out of the apartment, and baby, when I tell you she had on her road stoppers, honey, y'all remember when Chevelle was walking on that sidewalk? Clonk, 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 clonk. I was like, Chevelle, honey, she sounded like a horse trolloping on a sidewalk. And I was like, Chevelle, you better not sit down. You better not sit down, Chevelle, on somebody's good old sidewalk for your neighbors to look. And what did Chevelle do? Baby, she sat on the sidewalk with those road stoppers crying, snot flying. That was an episode, baby. That was an episode, honey. Y'all came in my comments in shambles, honey. Y'all was going in on Chevelle. But then, it was another classic episode. Remember when Chevelle was done with Quaylin? Her and her cousin and her baby girl went to an amusement park. But see, Quaylin wasn't done. Quaylin said, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. I'm going to get my woman. So, we see Quaylin pull up in the vehicle, get out the vehicle with his luggage, and he is carrying his luggage down the sidewalk. Not only that, he was with his luggage when he went into the amusement park. He had his luggage when he went inside the amusement park. I tell you, that Quaylen and Chevelle, honey. Another great episode. And then, of course, at the end, we had the big blow up when Chevelle had on that Saturday Night Fever one-piece. Ain't that what she had on that one-piece jumpsuit? Or was that another time? Honey, they was arguing, fussing, fighting. The law showed up, honey. It was nothing like a good old Quaylen and Chevelle episode. Let's move on. Oh, yes. Let's talk about these two. Destiny and Sean. But y'all know what I refer her to. Dumpster Fire. See, I gave her the name Dumpster Fire Destiny for a reason. Because as soon as she stepped foot in this episode, she was a dumpster fire. And of course, we know the story. She gets out. She finds out that Sean is a liar. She also told some lies. And then she was like $50K over his head if she don't show up for court. Blah, 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 blah. But let's talk about what made Dumpster Fire Destiny and Sean on this list. Well, because they were dumpster fires. How can we forget the episode when Dumpster Fire Destiny punched Sean back in his face? Just embarrassing him and everybody that he loves. See, that's what she did. She done punched this man on national television. And he still was with her. He still stayed with her. She was nasty. She was rude. She was mean. She was disrespectful. Now, don't get me wrong. We are also dealing with Sean. And we know what Sean brought. But Destiny was just nasty. Just a nasty mongrel. And of course, everybody around Sean was like, you need to leave her alone. She is no good, dude. Leave her alone. But Sean, oh no, he was in love. He didn't take heed. And in fact, the mother of his 6 children was like, leave her alone. But oh no, not Sean. Remember when they had that meetup with the mother of his children and Dumpster Fire Destiny threatened to beat the mother of his children up while Sean say, if you do it, I'll bail you out. See, at that moment, that's when I knew Sean wasn't shit. At that moment, I knew that's when I wanted Sean to stomp his big toe. So, of course, everybody was right about Dumpster Fire Destiny. She was using him. She didn't love him. She was a hot mess. Y'all remember she done took the car. She done took the credit cards, honey, just running up all kinds of money, gas, mileage. And then she thought she was pregnant, and the only thing she had was the bubble guts. Y'all remember that, y'all? She was a hot mess. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Destiny is just the worst. She was the worst. So, of course, we come to the big blow up. Sean, he figured out that Destiny wasn't shit. And he needed money from his mother of his children. Y'all remember that? That little cash app, $1,000? Or was it $500? Y'all let me know in the comments. Sorry about the lighting, y'all. So, he done found out where Destiny was. He done went down there and done got a tow service. Done got the vehicle. And here is Destiny. Talking about she's sick, she don't feel well. She done jumped on the tow service back of the wrecker. The one time when I needed a car to have a malfunction was that time. So of course they broke up. Destiny showed up for court. He didn't have to pay the $50K. But here's the little kicker, y'all. show? Y'all remember when Destiny got married to that dude? The dude just popped out of nowhere. I'm married now. And the dude is like standing there cross-eyed like this. We married. Like, where did you come from? They hide you. Baby, honey, we had a good old time with Dumpster Fire and Sean, honey. Again, my comments will be in shambles. Y'all will be in them comments cutting a whole shine, honey. Let's do that again. So we know what happened with Sean. Sean is now with what's homegirl's name? She pregnant, and Destiny went to jail, but now she's out of jail. Good times. Oh yes, good times. But this couple that I'm going to talk about right now, how can we not have Clint and Tracy on this list? The OGs. Now, as we know, Tracy, she passed away. R.I.P. to Tracy. We know that she has a child. She had a child. I think the child is with family members, so I hope the child is doing okay. But again, we are just talking about when Tracy was on a show. I'm not showing no types of disrespect, okay? All right. Now, we got Clint and Tracy, honey. How can we not forget these two? Honey, Clint and Tracy brought it. Now, Tracy, she came out of prison and she still was substances. So, Clint, who comes from a pretty good family, he had a job. Y'all remember his ex-wife? And I was sitting there like, that's your ex-wife? How is that possible? So Clint, who wasn't quite right, got up with Tracy. And the moment of all moments is when Tracy, freshly out of prison, and Clint that got a hotel motel, not the Holiday Inn. And honey, the only thing they did was screw and get high. Y'all remember the scene? Tracy was nowhere to be found. Neither was his rental vehicle. Y'all remember that? Honey, Tracy done got high. She done got a little intoxicated. She done got his money, his credit cards, the rental car, and honey, we have not seen or heard from that vehicle since. Honey, Clint was in shambles. Y'all remember the shady Love After Lockup producer's child? They were showing the room. The room was a disaster. It had drug paraphernalia, alcohol. The room was trash. And then we have Clint. Not quite right. He's crying, stop flying. He done ran into the bathroom calling his mommy. Y'all remember Mama Clint? Mama Clint was like, what's wrong? Oh, shit. Honey, Clint was shaking, honey. Clint said, Mama, she gone. She gone and she took my car. I don't know what happened now. Because, see, Clint didn't tell his mom that he was also in the room getting high. He said Tracy was. See, at first he tried to lie to his mama. But he couldn't say anything. He had to tell her. So after all that, come to find out that Tracy, she got locked up. Y'all remember? Tracy done got locked up. Then she gets out. He forgives her. Okay? Y'all remember they had like a big fight? They got married. Where did they get married at, y'all? In some ball? Was they in Vegas? And then she locked him out of the house. Y'all, it was a big, huge mess. And then, of course, they finally broke up. Those two were so toxic for each other. They had no business being together. I know Clint, he got arrested a couple of times, and we know Tracy and her trials and tribulations. But I will say this, Tracy and Clint brought the drama. Now, the next couple. Oh yes. How can we not forget? They're recent. And they brought it. Deontay and Nicole. Now, I knew when I heard the name Deontay, I knew, or I called him Dante, I knew that it was going to be legendary, memorable season. And boy, was it. We met Dante with a toy called Nicole Jr. that he stuck in a dishwasher. That's all I needed to see. Attention grabber. You got this boy up on national television putting his toy in a dishwasher. And you think I'm not going to watch? Born tonight, not last night. Love at the Lockup producers. They know what they're doing. Just with that. So, of course, we, as time went on, here comes Nicole. And then there's Dante. Nicole didn't even give Dante no booty. But Dante is running around behind her like a dog sniffing a butt. And every week, we are saying, Dante, this girl ain't paying you no mind. This girl is using you, Dante, week after week after week. You just making a fool out yourself. But then Dante, he's like, I love her. I love her. This is who I want to be with. So everybody was like, all right. You grown. Now we meet Mama Dante. We meet his cousin Derek. I mean, they are telling him, don't do this. Stop it. He ain't listening, child. He ain't listening. Even his mama said that he done. But then time went on, and then come to find out, and then we had classic moments, great moments. Y'all remember when Dante dropped off Nicole, and Nicole's homeboy was there waiting on her? Nicole gets in the car of the homeboy. Dante gets out of his car in the night, in the middle of the street, screaming, cussing, yelling. Meanwhile, the homeboy's looking at Dante like, dude, I don't know you. But see, the woman's in my car. She ain't in yours. And guess what? We're about to leave. Dante's face was cracked. He's sitting up in the car, y'all. He was crying, snot flying. Some of y'all felt sorry for him. Some of y'all was like, nah, I feel sorry for Deontay. But what did Dante do after that? See, he didn't leave her alone. He didn't leave Nicole alone. See, he got his face cracked every week. And Dante did not leave her alone. He kept going back for more punishment. What? And yet, he still ain't got no booty. Oh, man. And then we got a little plot twist. Nicole had her whole girlfriend, child, Justin Bieber Jr. Now, I can't remember the girl's name right now. Is it Tanya? Toddy? Y'all put down below what the girlfriend's name was. Justin Bieber Jr. And that was a whole mess. Deontay done got into it with Justin Bieber Jr. Done got into it with Nicole. It was just a hot mess. But then Nicole wasn't finished, was she, y'all? Nicole said, I don't want you no more, Dante. I'm about to marry my girlfriend, Justin Jr. And I'm sorry I don't remember her name. Does it start with a T? Tara? Child, y'all put it down below. So they decided to get married. And what did Dante do? See, even though Nicole told him, don't show up at the wedding, I don't want you, it's over, leave me alone. In Dante's head, that meant she wanted Dante to show up at the wedding to break it up. It will be a cold day Sing it with me now. It will be a cold day. Come on, y'all know it. It'll be a cold day before I come a Dante. Dante was a fool. So Dante put on his crushed velvet burgundy jacket and his church slip and slide Amazon shoes. Because see, Dante said himself in my comments that he got those slip and slide church shoes from Amazon. Dante, that's a head button waiting to happen. Don't you ever get them shoes again. You walking around here in the middle of the woods, the country woods, in them slip and slide church shoes that you done paid $19.99 for. Now, how is it that you didn't fall? Them cheap shoes made out of plastic, cat hair, and Elmer's glue. Boy, if you don't go somewhere and say that. We have Dante at this wedding. They get married. Dante is standing behind a tree, just looking real foolish. Nicole is like, why are you here? Why are you here? So they have some words. Then here comes Justin Jr. And then she tries to swing on Dante. The producers are breaking it up. Dante is like, you don't want none. You don't want this. Okay, I'm a Marine or Army or whatever he was in, Air Force. What was he in, y'all? He was in the military. I will hurt this girl. All that. Dante made a fool out of himself. All that over Nicole. And we know what happened. Dante, he moved on. Nicole and Justin Jr. seem to be happy, healthy, and loved. Honey, I guess they still together. Meanwhile, Deontay allegedly supposed to be on this season of Life After Lockup, and he is with Lindsay. Oh. Y'all OGs, the old sisters, y'all know how I feel about Lindsay. Y'all already know I cannot wait for this. Y'all might as well be ready to put on your belt buckles, your shoelaces, your running shoes. Y'all might as well be ready. Buckle up. Now, let's talk about the top. The top. Now, I did a poll on my community wall, and of course, it's no surprise who won. Oh, yes, the OGs. Oh, yes, we have Musty Michael, Megan, and Sarah. And let me just say this. I talk a whole bunch of trash about them. I did. Of course. But I will say this. Without those three, in my opinion, Love After Lockup would not be the success it is. That's just my opinion, because Megan, Michael, and Sarah brought it, didn't they? Honey, the minute Michael got out of prison, we all, as a group, said, oh Lord, he ain't about nothing. He is not about nothing. He ain't about nothing. He don't look like nothing. Now, there's, Sarah, who's his wife. He has a child with her. She was pregnant. Sarah was doing everything for Michael. I love Michael. He's going to come out of prison. He's going to behave. We're going to have a family. He's going to make me happy. Michael was not out of prison 2 days, and he was already lying to Sarah. Y'all remember when Michael said he had a music career? It's been how many years and how many seasons? We ain't heard nothing yet. And then we find out that Michael had extracurricular activities behind Sarah's back. Let's introduce Megan. Now, I don't know what Megan was thinking. Megan was from Texas. She seems like a sweet girl. She come from a good family. And everybody Y'all remember her wig? Honey, that wig was all dry, cockeyed. And Megan said it herself that she was a virgin. She was a virgin. And she wanted to lose her virginity. And she did to Musty Michael. And at that moment, when they was in that hotel, y'all remember, and it happened, everybody was like, Michael just walk around here just dry, his face dry, hair dry, lips dry. That's who you lost your V card to. Oof. Time went on. Sarah, she starts catching on some quite wasn't right. Now Megan had in her mind that Michael was going to marry her. That's what Megan thought. Honey, Michael had no intention of marrying you. He didn't even want to be married to Sarah. And then it all came to a head, didn't it, when we had to sit down between Sarah and Megan. And see, after the sit down, you would have thought that these two young ladies would have been like, you know what, you sorry. You a piece of shit. You don't do nothing for us. But, oh no. Not only did Sarah continue on seeing Michael, so did Megan. But Megan slowly but surely came to her senses, and everybody was like, thank you, God. Now there's Sarah. Sarah got 2 kids by Musty Michael. Honey, Michael didn't never, ever do nothing from the kids that we seen on camera. He never brought them Cheez-Its, cereal, milk, Capri Suns, goldfish, a toy. The only thing he brought them was air and broken promises. So then time went on, and then we see Michael in the vehicle, and he got a phone call from a woman named Maria. Now, not only did Michael, was he seeing Megan, and they done broke it off, he was talking to Maria behind Sarah and Megan's back. I tell you, his penis needs to be contacted by the CDC. I done said that before, y'all. Y'all cannot tell me that his penis smells good. Y'all think his penis smells like earwax, lint, and laziness? That sounds about right. So then here comes Maria into the mix. I was like, what is this, a Maria? Where'd she come from? Now, she don't come from Florida. And it was a huge mess. Because now Michael is with Maria. Sarah is upset. Then it was a showdown at the hotel motel, not the Holiday Inn. Y'all remember that? When Sarah and Maria got to arguing over Michael in the parking lot. This was the same episode when Michael's supposed to be going to his kids to take them out to get them some ice cream. Don't y'all remember that? But after all that, see, Maria broke up with Michael. And who does he come running to? Sarah. And Sarah took him in. Don't y'all remember the old birthday party? Sarah had her boyfriend. Michael didn't like it. And then come to find out that Michael spent a couple of days with Sarah. And of course, they had the sex. And we all collectively was like, what? Sarah! And what happened after that? You know, she done broke up with the boyfriend, and Michael was just talking trash about Maria. How Maria was obsessive and possessive and controlling. How Maria tried to fight him. How Maria called the law on him. Y'all remember all that? And here's Sarah in the cut. Oh my God, that's terrible. Just telling lies. I said, he's still in love. And then, what happened? Oh, that's right. He left Sarah and went to be with Maria. Sarah, when was the last time he seen his kids? Because see, recently he got arrested, and then we find out that Maria is pregnant. I will say, Megan, Sarah, and Michael brought the drama for Love After Lockup. Of course, they saturated us a lot with those three, or those two. We couldn't handle them no more. So, they haven't been on there for a while, which is good. But I will say, I wouldn't mind seeing them again. Sarah, Michael, and Maria. I wouldn't mind it one bit. But that's it, y'all. Here's a little quick, fun video. I hope you all enjoy it. To my new subscribers, welcome to the family. And y'all know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends,